show you the cookbooks that I own, the cookbooks I had before I was vegan, and the cookbooks I've collected since, and then I'm going to show you what websites that I use to do a lot of my meal planning and what cookbooks I want to get in the future. A couple of the cookbooks that I've had before and why I've kept them is this low-calorie cookbook by the American Heart Association, and a bunch of it's BS, but there is a vegetarian section in the side dish section, and a lot of those dishes are easily veganized. Same with Weight Watchers. I don't do Weight Watchers, I've never done it, but this was gifted to me, and again, some of the side dishes and vegetarian dishes, and really anything if you like to. You could always substitute, you know, fake chicken, tofu, whatever. My first cookbook, the cover's not even on it anymore, that my parents got me when I moved out, the Fast and Healthy Cookbook by Pillsbury, and I used this a lot, but again, same thing as before. I don't use it a lot, but there's some dishes, even in the entree section, that like a rice curry dish with raisins. It originally has chicken in it, but I've just made it and left out the chicken, added beans instead, and it was great. This one was my stepmom's, and I've only made a handful of recipes out of it, but the slow cooker is awesome, and there's one that I keep making. It's called like Edna's or Ruby's or Ruth's split pea soup, and it's originally made with sausage, which was delicious, but now I just leave the sausage out and everyone still eats it, even the baby eats it. This is the Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease book by Dr. Esselstyn Caldwell, and it's an amazing book. It's an easy read and I really recommend it, but in the back they've got a bunch of recipes from his wife and daughter, even some from his son. Rip has a couple of cookbooks too, so I highly recommend this. My dad even read it. I got the Forks Over Knives cookbook because I loved the documentary. This one I haven't made too many because a lot of the recipes to me feel like they have a lot of ingredients and can be slightly complicated, but it's a lot of good information. There are a lot of good recipes, and I do plan on tackling some of them when I'm not such a spaz. This book was actually gifted to me when I was working at Target and we did Secret Santa, the Thug Kitchen, Eat Like You Give a Beep. This book is hilarious, and obviously it's full of profanity, and it is hilarious, and it is a great cookbook. They've got a ton of information in the front, tons of recipes, sandwiches, breakfast, blah blah blah, and they actually just came out with like a Thug Kitchen entertaining one, which I have yet to get, but I also highly recommend this, and it's hilarious. Because I am a lover of oats, all things oatmeal, this Outrageous Oatmeal cookbook is awesome, awesome, awesome. It's got recipes to make oat milk, different kinds of cheese, pancakes, overnight granolas, baked granolas, soup, slow cooker, chili, a lot of international dishes, oat brie steak, like tacos, desserts. Even in the back it's got like liqueurs and dog treats and a bunch of different uses as like for your body, you know. And then it's got like ingredients resources. So this is one I use a ton. Favorite books by one of my favorite people is Melissa Kerr King. She founded mywholefoodlife.com, which was huge. I mean, it's been huge for me. It's one of the first websites I discovered, and I use it a lot. And this is her first book, Nut Milks, Nut Butters, and More. And it's got every kind of nut milk you can think of, nut butters, different variations, breakfast foods, like peanut butter baked oatmeal is in this book, and it's desserts. She's really more into the desserts, and her husband is the one that makes more of the savory recipes. This is no savory recipes in here, but I mean, it's pretty cheap on Amazon too, so I would recommend it. And those are the cookbooks I have so far, and I'm gonna get out my computer and show you the cookbooks that are on my wish list, that are in my Amazon cart, and then I'm gonna show you my go-to websites. So I'll see you in a minute. So sorry it's kind of small, but I have a lot of Kathy Patelski's cookbooks in my shopping cart. She has a smoothie one too. Oh, that one is the 365 smoothies. Another prevent and reverse heart disease cookbook. A lot of Lindsay Nixon, the Happy Herbivores cookbooks. Oh, She Glows. And these are people I follow on social media too. And then Slow Cooker, because why not? Then The China Study was a great, great book. I recommend everybody should also read. So yeah, that's like, then I got a bunch of other crap in my save for later. And then again, here is my whole food life. And if you read her story, she has a short intro about her family and their journey to Whole Foods, and her daughters had GI tract issues, and it's a really nice story, but she's got all these different categories. Really nice. And she has a Facebook group too that's really great, and she responds to everyone's comments. And yeah, I use this on a weekly, if not daily basis. And then last but not least, which everybody should know, is Pinterest. These are all my boards. Specifically, I have a things I've actually made board, which is great, because then you can look back and say, have I made that? But then I've got all my vegan boards, like these are more entrees, juices, lunch ideas, desserts, baking, breakfast, dips, and then I'm part of like this is like my board for literature, tips, things, and then I'm actually part of a community board, which is cool, which anyone can add. So yeah, those are what I use, and a lot of the links on Pinterest take you back to the same ones, like Oh She Glows or the Happy Herbivore, or a lot of the names you keep seeing on repeat. But I'm going to end it here, and I hope that you enjoyed this video, seeing what's on my shelf. If there's any cookbooks or websites that you recommend that I should try, please let me know, and I will see you guys on the next video. Have a good night.